How would you rate the performance of your top draft pick there?
I think it was just, again, I mean, I did say it before, it was just nice to see him on the court. Obviously, he made some plays, which hopefully he'll feel good about. But just to be able to do it in the front of fans and in the bright lights, and whether it was the plays that people will talk about when he scored or he made a shot or he made a good pass, which are real, but just to be able to go through team defense and run the floor and have someone not on your team or a teammate guarding you or trying to score on you, it's just invaluable experience. And so, again, it's just another step for him in his young career as he's going to continue to grow.
How do you think he kind of performed on the defensive end of things?
Well, I thought he competed. Again, he's mature for his age. I think he's able to retain things and not make a lot of repeatable mistakes, which is sometimes few, far, and in between for a kid at that age, and it's something that is a good base to build off of. And there's also some stuff that game's going fast, and he can probably anticipate a little bit better. But for the most part, I thought he did well, and he was tired. You know, obviously, at some point we wanted him to get up and pressure, and I think his mind was probably telling him more than his feet were following, but I thought he did a really good job.
But the play down the stretch by Jones, Garcia, and Carter, just, you know, the way they were able to step up on both ends.
I thought it was a good competitive response. I thought similar to Miami, we did some things disappointingly where we weren't probably playing as consistent as we wanted, but some of those guys at the end were competing, and sometimes you get rewarded when you compete and play hard, and I thought they did a good job of that, and then they made some plays and they finished it out, which is important.
What do you make of David as a player at this kind of stage of his career?
He's competitive. He is obviously dynamic with the basketball and has the ability to put the ball in the hole. And if he can raise that other part of his game to match that, then he's got a real chance.
Were you going back to Victor, who we haven't talked about yet, but were you pleased with his the way he got to the foul line tonight, just kind of his aggression, and is that a part of his game you see being a big part of his game going forward?
I do, and I think for all that was made out of his off season or time off, I think we probably didn't talk about how long that is for him to play a real game. So the excitement, the angst to go perform, probably he's just continually going to slow down here for the next couple days, weeks, games, and I think tonight was just a byproduct of that.
I wanted to ask you real quick about Bismarck too. He's kind of the reasons you guys brought him back, and just watching him out there tonight playing with, you know, the two-way guys and all that stuff, and what he brings to that kind of situation.
He's a pro. He's always ready. You can coach him hard, talks to his teammates, understands every minute in the gym, in the game is important. The end of that fourth quarter into overtime is a ton of impressions and experience for those young guys, and for someone of his experience to be able to help and be a part of that is invaluable for your program.
Thank you. Thank you.